So I don't know how many of you guys have seen it yet, but currently there's a government consultation going on because they want to increase the licence fee for all gun clubs, Section 5 firearms dealers and collectors of prohibited weapons, and they want it to go up from £84 a year to £1,015 a year. Now, we all know that means that a very significant proportion of gun clubs, which are small gun clubs, maybe rimfire clubs, that sort of thing, run by a group of friends, they just won't be able to function anymore. I mean, I know my club's pretty cool, you know. In my club, you can shoot all sorts of things. You can shoot things like this, if you want to, and yeah, they've got a huge membership, £1,000 a year to them, and they probably won't like me saying this, you know, they can afford it, no problem. Bisley would be able to afford it, no problem. But all these little clubs, they're going to just disappear. And by extension, you know, the air gunning section, the archery section, all these sort of things that young people and kids get involved in, that's all going to disappear. So what's the reasoning behind this, do you think? Do you think there's a genuine reason behind this? Or do you think actually this is just a deliberate ploy, a deliberate attempt to remove this hobby from our culture, to make it so young people can't get involved with this anymore? So eventually, I suppose they hope it just dies. Well, let's have a look at shooting, shall we? Because what sport is there that you know of where disabled people, women, children, men, can all compete against each other equally, without any sort of special treatment, no different leagues? They can all sit down and shoot at a target and compete. I mean, there is none. And what other sport has less injuries per year than shooting? There are none. So we've got the most inclusive sport in the UK, there's also the safest sport in the UK, but yet they think it's right to try and remove it from the discussion by just pricing everyone out of the market, to leave it just for the wealthy elites. People like David Cameron, I suppose, you know, he can still afford to sort of go to his gun club because it'll just be for the toffs. But for the rest of us, no. Young people, no, you're not allowed that anymore. It's actually quite bigoted. I mean, can you imagine this? If, for instance, somebody's decided tomorrow, well, you know, there's a problem with Islamic terrorism around the world, well, you know, which there is, you know, I'll put the link, if you like, for a Wikipedia article that will tell you day by day acts of terrorism committed around the world and who's committing them. Well, would it be okay to start charging people who run mosques £1,000 a year to cover the policing because of the problem of terrorism? No, of course not. It'd be highly offensive. It'll be just saying, well, just because you're a Muslim, therefore you're culpable, you're responsible for these acts. Nobody would stand for that. That would be highly offensive and wrong. But because we shoot, we're held responsible for this. We have these unreasonable restrictions put upon us, which we didn't ask for, by the government, and by extension by the taxpayer. And now they want us not only to pay for it, but they want us to pay 10 times as much than we did before. And I don't believe this is to cover any sudden costs that have appeared. This is because they just want to get rid of us. Well, I won't stand for it, and neither should you. So fill out that questionnaire, let them know what you think. As far as I know, you don't have to register. So, you know, I hate to say it, even our American friends who are watching, or any other country who's watching, if it'll let you, because it might filter IP addresses, you fill it out too. And for the rest of you guys, if you can, contact your MP, let them know that this is an issue that matters to you, and if they want your vote in the next election, they better bloody well do something about it. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, but I thought this needed to be said.